undefined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. Unlike Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds, I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams of my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Back to throw. Ryder. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 3rd and 2, Ryder. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. On first down, Patterson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Ryder. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On second down now, it's Patterson, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on first and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
To throw on second down. Ryder steps away, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Prescott off play action. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. A give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, watch out, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Under. Twist. Watch the shift. Go to 54. Go to 54. Check. Go to 53.
Prescott now from the 50. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On first down, Ryder airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The give is to Elliott. Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a give, right side. Patterson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Micah Parsons, the rookie, in on the stop.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Ryder. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. Oh, he's hit, he lost the football, put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Patterson on the carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryder, he's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Looking to throw. Ryder. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And it'll be fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And I do believe the offense got this back. Goodness, they did. Their own 1-yard line is where they got it back, cutting it close here. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here comes Grant on the return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st down, it's Patterson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw on 2nd down, Ryder. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Operating from the gun, Ryder. He's got Mason complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
Prescott looks to throw on first. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. He finds his man complete. That's Patterson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And it's caught.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. No signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 1st and 10, Prescott. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Sterling Shepard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. that makes it 14-10. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A final shot before break. Ryder trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, Elliott once more. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's got a man, complete, past the 20, and he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play here for Dallas. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Again, it's Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. To throw is Prescott. Looking in end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out. Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Ryder. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And now off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys on one play have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. Ryder. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here.
Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. From the gun on 3rd down. Ryder, he's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Patterson, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Ryder. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryder, a very quick pass to Ridley. And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw. Ryder. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They start on the ground with Elliott, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Prescott on 1st down. That's Gallup on the slant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here we go.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott now. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
First down, Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To the air again, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
He'll try again, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Ryder, he's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So they go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
John Kaminsky got him down defensively.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Off play action. Ryder. He sets to fire deep. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run with Elliott. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So for the Cowboys, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.